Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and man, it is a pretty day today. We do have a light breeze coming out of the northeast, but it's not too bad. Should work out really good for the takeoff and the landing. And I have one of my favorite airplanes, the FMS Pitts. Boy, I'm excited to get this thing up in the air. It's been a little while since I've flown it, so let's do it. Throttle cut off. All right, guys, flying on a 6S 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and as many of you know, I have modified the canopy to hold the battery forward because I had it fall out, and it didn't disconnect, but it was tail heavy, and I lost it clear out in that field somewhere. Luckily, it didn't damage the plane. I don't know, by some type of miracle, the Lord helped me get that thing on the ground without busting it into a bunch of pieces. But we're good to go now. Let's get it in the air. Woo! So the wind is coming a little bit out of the east, so that made for kind of an awkward looking takeoff, but it shouldn't be that bad on the landing. The sun is the killer, man. It's right on the right side. So I probably didn't even have that in frame. Just checking to see if there's something going on with the rudder. It looks okay. This airplane's so nice. I've flown this at the RC club that I joined or I have been a part of before, and they're all surprised when I tell them this is a foam airplane. It's a great airplane. It sounds good, even though it's electric. It's got a pretty good sound to it, especially being 6S. I haven't gone really over half throttle here so far, so you can tell it can do pretty good. It's got a lot of power. That knife edge can just keep on going. This is a fun airplane to fly, guys. I'm super happy that they actually have them available to buy at Horizon Hobby. This is one airplane. It seems to be out of stock all the time. Just staying above that lamppost. Felt like I was getting too close. Using the rudder on that turn, just kind of coordinating the turn a little bit. Kind of a hard bank turn. Just showing off what it can do a little bit. I'm no expert, but it is fun airplane to fly. We're going to push it up into that stall and let it roll over the top. I gotta be careful. They do have those orange rods in the parking lot, and I'm getting really close to some of them. They're mostly over these medians between the parking areas. There we go, pushing the hammerhead over. Kept the throttle on just a little bit to help that have some air over the tail to push it over. Makes it look a little more realistic in that stall. Some people will just hit the rudder, cut the throttle and hit the rudder and let it work its way over. But you see it kind of flops. And so I kind of like to make sure, I'll show you again, this time to the left. Keeping the throttle on, it kind of eases over. And of course I didn't have it straight, so I had to work it with the ailerons a little bit. know, before I fixed it so that the battery tray wasn't being held forward. Flying it inverted like this is a little bit dangerous. Man, that sun is making it really pop in the sky. And that's one of the things people always mention is how nice it looks in the air. I have flown this for a full-scale air show before, and people just get a kick out of the pit, especially in this very traditional scheme, I guess you would call it. The stripes on the bottom of the wing really pop too. Everything about it, I just love this airplane. It's such a great airplane. The UMX by E-Flight is good too, but this one is just, with the size and the colors, it just was really nice. So now let's look at the landing. It's going to be the biggest struggle is going to be the sun, staying below the sun. It's going to be something like this. Oh, this is looking pretty good. So I did have the wing low as I brought it in, but boy, it is right on the ground. Let me check that time. It says I have 48 seconds, and because I struggle looking at the plane on the approach for the landing, I think we're just going to count this one as a good landing. Hopefully you guys could see it. It wasn't kind of tight, and when that happens, sometimes I get below the viewing angle of my phone camera. That's probably the biggest problem with this airplane, is the landing gear is a little rattly sounding. But other than that, man, this airplane is so much fun to fly. So guys, what a beautiful day today. And big thanks to the Lord for just blessing me with the ability to be out here and fly. And hopefully you guys are enjoying RC too. And if you haven't picked one of these up and you have a way to haul it to the flying field, it is a little bit big. It is a 1400 millimeter wingspan, and it's not exactly the easiest airplane to disassemble. So it's always like this at my house. I don't take the wings off, but it's a beautiful flying airplane. So if you have a trailer or a big truck to haul it and a way to store it, this is an airplane that you should have. It is so much fun. Big thanks to John for this hat. I am just absolutely loving this hat. People give me hats every once in a while, and I just absolutely love this one. It's something to say, you know, go Bills. People say stuff about this hat all the time. And so thanks, John. I appreciate it so much. And everybody else for supporting the channel. You guys are awesome. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.